Chinese builders in survival mode slashes belongings funding. Beijing Chinese developers in survival mode sharply reduce property funding in July whilst new production begins suffered their largest fall in nearly a decade, suggesting the liquidity-challenged zone isn't approximately to turn the nook every time quickly. China's belongings marketplace, accounting for about 1/4 of the economic system, has been trapped in a capital disaster since the summer of 2020, leading some cash-strapped developers to default on their debts and fight to finish tasks. Wary client sentiment has also chilled new funding by developers. Property investment in July fell 12.3% year-on-year, the largest decline in 2022, while new production starts by using floor region slumped 45.4%, the biggest drop due to the fact that January-February 2013, according to calculations based on records from the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) on Monday. Everyone besides state-owned companies is in survival mode, stated a senior official at a Shenzhen-based developer, talking on condition of anonymity. We're all expecting a recovery and trying to accelerate income and reduce expenses and buy less land. But on the cease of the day, income depends on the give-up customers. Cash-strapped actual property corporations have suffered from tight credit conditions when you consider that 2020 after regulators issued hard tips on new borrowing through builders, worried approximately their spiraling debt. For developers in July, loans granted via domestic banks dropped 36.8%, even as capital raised from abroad plunged 200%, according to calculations from the NBS Facts. Household loans, along with mortgages, fell to 121.7 billion yuan $18 billion in July from 848.2 billion in June, the significant financial institution said on Friday. Reflecting the terrible customer sentiment, new domestic expenses fell 0.9% on 12 months in July, the fastest pace considering the fact that September 2015, and extending a 0.5% decline in June, calculations based on NBS information confirmed. As developers preserve to a holding pattern, they're hoping regulators could ease their grip on the sector after a once-in-5 years Congress of the ruling Communist Party inside the autumn wherein President Xi Jinping is expected to steady a precedent-breaking one-third term as chief. The foremost supply-side policies have no longer but been relaxed, which might be probably to be eased after the 20th CPC country-wide Congress, mentioned a developer, declining to be named. In January-July, assets funding fell 6.4% from a year earlier, the most due to the fact that March 2020. New production starts tumbled 36.1%, extending from a 34.4% drop in the first one half. $1 equals 6.7595 Chinese yuan.